Hello, here you are, and there's the girl you like. You want to win her heart. But if you think just chasing her or trying to impress her will do the trick, you're approaching it all wrong. To attract women, you need to flip the script. She should be the one wanting you. Imagine yourself as a magnetic force, drawing any woman to you, no matter who she is. This is the right and only way to make her fall for you. Today, on The Story Unveiled, I'll take you inside a woman's mind, uncover what she's truly looking for, and help you become the most attractive version of yourself. Carl Jung, the great psychologist, once said, "The meeting of two people is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is a reaction, both are transformed." This journey isn't just about attracting women, it's about discovering your true self, a process Carl Jung called individuation, where you become the most complete version of yourself. When I was younger, I thought that to get a girl to like me, I had to chase her and do everything to impress her. I failed time and time again until I read a book on Carl Jung's psychology. It was like a bolt of lightning, showing me that attraction isn't about chasing, but about becoming a magnet, someone who lives true to their values. Once, I met a girl at an art exhibition. Instead of trying to show off my knowledge, I simply asked, "What does this painting bring up for you?" She shared her emotions, and we ended up having a conversation that lasted for hours. That authenticity created a connection. Join me on The Story Unveiled as we explore how you can do the same, turning your journey of love into a meaningful adventure to find yourself. The foundation for success in attracting women and dating lies in one core understanding: attraction. Without grasping the dynamics of attraction, you'll struggle to succeed in love. Women often make decisions based on emotions rather than pure logic. They respond to the feelings that a situation, a person, or an object evokes in them. So, they don't control who they're attracted to or not attracted to. It's entirely an unconscious response to the behaviors men display. You can't make a girl like you by presenting a PowerPoint slide of your best qualities. To spark attraction, you need to embody these behaviors in your personality. Carl Jung believed that our souls are guided by the unconscious, where our deepest emotions, fears, and desires reside. In particular, every man has an aspect called the Anima, the feminine part within, which makes you sensitive and emotionally connected to others. Carl Jung said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate." Ask yourself, when I meet someone I like, am I letting fear take over? Once, I tried asking a girl at a cafe, "What's so captivating about the book you're reading?" She smiled and shared her favorite story. That authenticity, rooted in aligning with my anima, opened up a deep connection. Carl Jung also spoke of synchronicity, meaningful coincidences in life. When you live authentically, you might notice synchronistic moments, like meeting the right person at the right time, simply because you dared to be yourself. Before we dive deeper, keep two things in mind. Women don't control who they're attracted to, and they don't control who they're not attracted to. Attraction happens at an unconscious level, beyond their conscious control. Carl Jung explained that this attraction often ties to the collective unconscious, a reservoir of shared human archetypes, like the image of a confident, independent person. When you display attractive behaviors, you're tapping into the hero archetype, someone who faces challenges to grow. So, what kind of men do women find attractive? Let's explore on The Story Unveiled. 1. The man they can't have. ****. Imagine you're in a store, browsing the shelves, and a sleek, modern television catches your eye. You weren't planning to buy anything, just passing time, but you curiously ask the salesperson about it. They apologize and say, "Oh, I'm sorry, that's the last one, and it's already sold." Suddenly, that television you were only curious about becomes the most amazing thing in the world. When the salesperson calls back and says they found one in the stockroom but it's slightly more expensive, You immediately say, "Fine, I'll take it." What just happened? That television became a limited edition item, making you crave it. Women are attracted to men in a similar way. Men who are hard to attain have higher value because scarcity increases appeal. Carl Jung called this a symbol in the collective unconscious, the desire for what's rare. For example, a friend of mine once went out with a group and didn't try to attract anyone. He just focused on enjoying the night. The result? A girl approached him, intrigued by his natural and independent vibe. Try this. Next time you're talking to a girl, don't rush to show you're too interested. Instead of saying, "You're beautiful, I'd love to take you out," try, "You seem interesting, but I'm caught up with some projects. Maybe we should chat more to see if we click." That scarcity makes her more curious, and you become a magnetic force. 2. The man who's already taken. Asterisk, asterisk. It sounds counterintuitive, but a man who's in a relationship, engaged, or even married often becomes more attractive. The allure seems to grow when the target is harder to reach. When a man has already been chosen by someone else, his attractiveness skyrockets, like the last slice of pizza everyone wants to try. Carl Jung explained that this ties to the Anima, the idealized image of a woman we project onto others. When a man is surrounded by other women, he becomes the center of attention, sparking curiosity. Imagine you're walking down the street and see a crowd gathered around an ordinary box. There's nothing special about it, but you're drawn in, wondering what's in there that everyone's so interested in. Similarly, when a man is desired by other women, others think, "What's so special about him?" That curiosity is a powerful magnet. Once, I attended a party and was just having fun with a group of friends, not trying to attract anyone. Later, a girl told me, "You have this captivating energy because everyone wanted to talk to you." Carl Jung called this a moment of synchronicity. When you live true to yourself, you unintentionally attract the right people. Focus on enjoying your life and building genuine connections, and you'll naturally become the center of attention, like a hero archetype in the collective unconscious. 3. The man who doesn't do what's expected. Asterisk, asterisk. Predictability leads to boredom, which is why surprise can spark attraction instantly. Most men approach women in very predictable ways. They show obvious interest, and that predictability makes women pull back. Women, especially attractive ones, are skilled at reading body language and signals. They quickly judge whether they want to keep talking or not. Attractive women are used to getting attention and expect it. But when they meet someone unique and unexpected, they're instantly drawn in. Doing the unexpected is the real key to creating attraction. Imagine you're chatting with a beautiful girl. You could say, "I really like you, you're beautiful, and have an amazing personality. Will you go out with me?" Or you could say, "I like you, but I'm not sure we'd get along. You seem a bit too well behaved for me." Which one makes her more curious? Definitely the second, because it's unexpected, throwing her off balance and sparking curiosity. She'll think, "Is he saying I'm not good enough? He's different. I need to know more about him." Her emotions are instantly engaged, and she can't help but feel attracted. Carl Jung explained that this surprise breaks the Anima projection pattern, making you stand out. The poet Rumi said, "Lovers don't meet somewhere. They're in each other all along." Once, I tried saying to a girl at a workshop, "You have a really positive energy, but I'm curious. What really drives your passion in life?" She started talking about her dream of becoming a writer, and we had a conversation that lasted hours. Doing the unexpected not only attracts, but also opens deeper connections. Try asking something like, "If you had a perfect day, what would you do?" to invite her to share her dreams. 4. The man of high value. Asterisk, asterisk. Finally, a man of high value is like a rare antique. Not perfect in a conventional way, but his value lies in how he's perceived. A woman sees a man as high value when she feels he's more important than her. As long as you maintain this position, you'll be seen as high value. So, how do you create this image? A high-value man doesn't try to impress just to get attention. He doesn't seek validation or approval from women. He doesn't put a girl on a pedestal just because she's attractive. He doesn't settle for anything less than the best. Women aren't his top priority. His life and passions are. He's willing to walk away if his principles are violated. He makes women work to gain his attention rather than freely giving it. He has plenty of options and isn't in a rush to commit. Instead of adapting to a woman's reality, he invites her into his. Ultimately, a high-value man never chases women. Carl Jung called this individuation, living true to your values and dreams. Lao Tzu said, "When you are content to be simply yourself and don't compare or compete, everybody will respect you." A friend of mine once refused to give up his passion for photography to please his girlfriend. He said, "If I give up what makes me happy, I won't be myself." Later, he met a girl who loved art as much as he did, and they created stunning photos together. Ask yourself, am I living true to my values? Who is my ideal person? Carl Jung also emphasized that dreams can reveal messages from the unconscious. If you dream of rejection or standing before a locked gate, it might be your shadow, your fears, reminding you to accept yourself. Try writing down a recent dream and reflecting, what is it saying about my journey? Once, I dreamed of standing before a large gate I couldn't open. After reflecting, I realized it was my fear of rejection. When I started approaching women with the mindset of, I just want to chat, I became more confident and formed meaningful connections. By embodying these traits, you'll be seen as a high-value man, and women will naturally be drawn to you. Carl Jung believed the collective unconscious holds symbols of abundance, like a vast field or an endless ocean. When you believe life is full of opportunities, you won't fear losing one person. Once, I was rejected repeatedly while trying to impress girls. But when I started living true to myself, focusing on my passion for writing and not chasing validation, I realized I attracted people who truly valued the real me. Nietzsche said, "That which does not kill us makes us stronger." Every rejection is a chance to face your shadow and grow stronger. Challenge yourself. Next time you feel afraid of missing an opportunity, remember Carl Jung's symbol of abundance and think, there are plenty of oceans out there for me to explore. And that's the psychological playbook to elevate your romantic life. This isn't just advice, it's a mindset shift. Apply these strategies because theory without practice is meaningless. Carl Jung said, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are." Start by asking yourself, what am I hiding in my soul? How can I live more authentically? You might want to write down a dream or a moment that made you feel alive and reflect on what it reveals about your journey. Thank you for joining The Story Unveiled, and please share your story in the comments so we can explore this journey together. Don't forget to follow The Story Unveiled for more profound and meaningful stories to help you become a magnet, not just in love, but in life.